We good? Big work? Are we live? Okay, sick, dude. Can you hear me? I had to change the server. I'm on the Amsterdam server now. Fucking sick, dude. Okay, alright. So the London server stopped working. Back to fucking Stardew Valley, dude. Alright. It's so insanely addictive. Let's get a Zune open. I'm loving it, like watching some Hazan streams. I know that the politics is so heavy. But I've been enjoying it a lot.
Different variety. Sure, it's dogmatic, but ideology nonetheless.
Okay, there we go. We're back.
That is an objective fact. It's not a different perspective from you. When I tell you that
back, he's back.
Religion
the boy's
played a role,
back,
Christianity
everyone.
played a role in both the abolition of slavery and also the maintenance of slavery in the United States of America.
Back
that is an
fucking
objective
fishing,
fact.
dude. Fishing
I'm
for
not
views.
Giving you, I'm not personally giving you my analysis, or my own biased perspective. That is a fact. My biased perspective comes after that.
Don't you think it's crazy how we're only going to have load shedding in June? Really?
The fundamentals
Bro, I haven't even
that
noticed.
I derive my analysis off of are still correct, though.
Because I have my fucking,
objectively
like...
accurate historical fact.
I have a whole fucking backup now, so it doesn't matter. So I didn't even notice, but that's insane.
The potential fall of Assad threatened to undermine Iran's grip on the Levant and blow a hole in its proxy network. Losing Syria would mean losing direct land access to Lebanon, where Hezbollah is situated. However, through an alliance with Russia, Iran was able to push back the Syrian rebel forces, securing Assad's position and effectively turning him into a vassal. A little to the south sits Hamas, another proxy of Iran. Since the October 7th attack, Hamas has lost manpower and territory to Israeli forces. Moreover, an estimated 28,000...
This is a very interesting way to frame what Israel's been doing.
Palestinian lives...
Just joined, but you should have brought up the Iranian guy who was the most secular and valid leader for Iran at the time that the US didn't like. I did.
...have been lost since the start of the hostilities. Iran
is
the only clear winner in the conflict. The Hamas attack came at a time when Bahrain and the UAE, under American guidance, made historic moves to normalize relations with Israel through the Abraham Accords, with Saudi Arabia on...
It's just like saying that Hamas is an Iranian proxy is also kind of ridiculous. Hamas,
I think it's just better to save the melons.
It was an Iranian proxy. It was a Muslim Brotherhood cutout. It was
I definitely want to save those because whichever one is better.
And just because Iran and Hamas are aligned, because Iran thinks that Hamas is a very valuable tool to use against the Zionist entity.
If I have internet and kids too,
that, like, they are obviously operating on their own volition. It's ridiculous. Hamas's
It's amazing during election season how we suddenly don't have load shedding. It's pretty incredible.
To the Israeli apartheid.
You know?
Like, it's not like Iran is controlling Hamas and going like, yeah, do October 7, please. That would be sick.
Totally normal.
It's crazy.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Especially when the United States of America... Oh,
I need some more... Oh, he's epping too. You see, he's epping too. It's not just me. It's not just me, chat. 6 days. We just make it. No, we just plant... At this point, you just plant wheat. That's all you do.
Is it raining in LA? No, it's actually beautiful. It's 77 degrees and sunny in Los Angeles right now. It's so awesome.
See, it's him too. It's just Twitch. Well, I was the Relay server that fucked it.
Oh, it's effing again a little bit. Hold on. Hold. No, earlier he did say Iran told him to do October 7. Yeah, it's completely wrong. That's just objectively false. What is happening to my bitrate right now? What the hell? Shit is unstable as hell right now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Chill. Chill. Hold on. What is going on, dude? My download is really fucking high. My upload seems high too. This might be like a Twitch related issue.
It's probably
maybe?
Twitch. I just F2. Big news?
Are you now more are you now more mad that Hezbollah has fiber? I am. I'm big mad
Shit.
that Hezbollah has fiber. What is happening here?
Why did a
little bit of
message pop
micro
up when
Fs here and
after I
there,
refreshed?
but
I have no idea. What
I
message
think
popped
it'll be fine.
up?
All right, I think we went through it.
On the verge of a similar breakthrough. Conversely, the Gaza conflict has reignited Arab-Israeli tensions with widespread regional outrage at Israeli actions. Seemingly, Tehran may have strategically sacrificed a pawn to prevent the formation of an anti-Iran coalition. In a daring response to the Gaza conflict, the Houthis launched boarding operations and drone and missile strikes on vessels navigating the Red Sea.
Oh, I have no idea why it popped
reported
up.
that in January alone, these disruptions led to a
What the fuck? Bro, what the hell is happening? Come on, right Bobby, now? Let's go party. What is going on? Chill out, dude.
Yeah.
It's like going up and down a lot. I don't know what it is. The video's lagging. And the audio is good, but the video is lagging. Yeah, it should be. I mean, it just goes in and out. It'll be fine in a second.
30% reduction in Red Sea shipping. Since then, the US Navy has intervened, but drone and missile strikes remain a threat. At large, the Houthi offensive seeks to twist America's hand in its dealings with
We'll play some
Israel
Hades tomorrow,
and the
definitely.
wider Arab
Fine,
world.
it's not
Adding
apparently the
insult to
game
injury,
isn't fucking
the Red Sea
over.
attacks marked the prelude to
More
further
problems with
assaults
stability
on
lately?
US interests. On January 28th, at the
I gotta
Tower
pee.
22 base in Jordan,
I have no idea,
a
dude.
ruthless strike left 3 American soldiers dead and 40 injured. Though the Islamic resistance of Iraq claimed responsibility, the Pentagon was quick to point fingers at Iran the next day, accusing it of arming the assailants and vowing to hold Tehran responsible.
9 more
In
Hades
response,
kills.
America, with British support,
I can do
unleashed
that.
precision strikes on 36 Houthi
It's not like I
positions
haven't
in Yemen.
played it like fucking
This was then followed
40
by
runs or something
additional
ridiculous like
attacks
that already.
on Iranian proxies
I know, her
in
Hades
Iraq
didn't
and
work out.
Syria. Yet, while air power sends a powerful message, it
Did
often
you?
falls
Did you know?
short of delivering a knockout punch. Iran's proxies are well acquainted with such air power tactics.
Ninja's trick
They
exchange,
anticipate
Brandon?
as much. Ergo, to dismantle Iran's
I did not. I
extensive
didn't even
proxy
know that
network,
existed.
America has but one choice: boots on the ground. Beyond offensive actions, the US
I don't know
has
anything
bolstered
about
its presence in
Copenhagen.
the region with an extra 3,200 troops, in addition to state-of-the-art
Although I
Patriot
probably would like to
and
live there.
THAAD air defense systems, plus a
In need of
naval
courts.
task force.
Sure.
This military footprint serves as a signal to both Iran and US allies of America's commitment to regional security. Still, Iran's proxy attacks are meticulously timed. They capitalize on a critical election year in the United States.
Thank you for the gifty,
and
by the way,
bank
30
on
from Kitty
American
50. Appreciated,
Dude, this
appreciated.
part is fucking ridiculous. This guy's reading a think tank script. Dude, this is ridiculous.
We appreciate the Oilers.
It is like Iran didn't time this more than Israel did. Iran responded to Israeli escalation. What the fuck? Like, this is making Iran seem so brilliant, like, as a tactician. It weirdly enough is just like giving way too much props to Iran. What the fuck is this theory? Like, Iran knew that Israel would behave in a belligerent manner.
think we just do some cleaning up.
Like, Iran knew that like Israel would strike their embassy. That's why they personally sent their IRGC
And then some
top
fishing
command to the embassy, knowing full well that they would
Actually,
die.
fuck it. Let's take that
Like,
jelly and
Iran
go
is
fishing,
basically
dude.
Behaving like
We'll do
what's
some
his
lake
name?
fishing today.
Shogun.
Oh shit, my little thingy. So hold on.
Sending his best friend Toranaga. Iran is basically
we need-
Toranaga. Lord.
We'll
Toranaga
replace more of the fence.
where
Don't worry.
They're saying like, listen, obviously I want to showcase how determined I am to give up my arms, and how I'm not going to certainly restore the shogunate, which is why I obviously, if my best friend fucking commits seppuku, everyone will know inevitably that I'm interested in giving up my arms. Like, that's what Iran was doing. They were sending their IRGC generals knowing full well that they're gonna fucking die in that consulate, because Israel certainly will hit that consulate and violate Iranian sovereignty.
Wait.
And give him a credence, give him give him
Let's go do these things.
an opportunity to strike back.
Yeah, we'll
at
put you in
Israel.
here.
Obligations to multiple conflicts. So far, Biden has been cautious, but an electoral victory could encourage him to take a firmer
Is this
stand.
Animal
I thought you were
Farm?
spoiling last night's
Yes.
episode and almost launched myself off my patio. No.
Trump
In this
would do
farm?
the same, if not more. Nonetheless, there are bumps in
All
the road to
geodes are
hegemony.
equal,
Yeah,
but
that's
some
the other
geodes are
part,
more
like,
equal than others.
Iran
All right.
is so smart, so brilliant, so good at tactics, but also doesn't recognize
Exactly.
that the
No
guy,
cell phones in this game. It
Donald
must be
Trump,
1984.
is going to
How many
advocate to
animal
nuke
are there?
Iran? Like, what the fuck's happening here?
Dog.
I didn't
And
get to
chick.
the Iran episode of Shogun yet. Thanks, spoiled.
Take out
Despite
the
Iran's
atheist version.
influence,
Bless you.
Each proxy operates under its unique ideological banner. Deviations from
I
Iran's
see.
strategic directives could disrupt its meticulous plans.
All right, no problem.
For example, the recent attacks risk blowback. Washington
Fuck.
could break off negotiations
Just a
for
little
the
too
exit
late,
of its
dude.
remaining 2,500 troops in Iraq. So,
Oh, that's such
Yeah, dude,
classic
definitely.
Stardew, dude.
They were so interested. America was so interested in removing.
You can request
themselves from
early
the
access for
region
Hades
until
on stream.
Iran just go ahead. Iran just went ahead
Okay,
and did
I
it,
will.
dude.
I will do that. I will do that.
Iran can walk on thin ice, but its proxies need
Bolo
to
should
watch
get it,
their
though.
step. And while Tehran is a formidable powerhouse, it is not without vulnerabilities. Like Yugoslavia
Stop
before
reading our
it,
chats. It's my
Iran's
chat, dude.
ethnic
Okay, let's
layout
go
is
do some
its
fishing.
prime debility. American
You want me
and
to just
Israeli
ignore all of you
policymakers
and be
are
like, nah,
currently
fuck all of you?
considering employing these
And I'll
internal
just stop reading
divisions
forever
in
and
hopes
just
of
play
bringing
Stardew
about the
Daddy while
that's
listening
not
to
even
us
a
at the
joke,
same
by the
time.
way. Yeah, we
Fuck
joke
you,
with
this
the
is the
guy who
people's
wrote
chat.
Shogun
Yeah,
also
it's
wrote a
my
love
chat too,
story
though.
set in late Shah Revolution
I
period
can
called
take that
Whirlwind.
fucking
Yeah.
sword away from you,
That dude wrote
motherfucker. Just don't
a lot
don't forget
about, like,
that.
East meets West, all the way to I think Afghanistan. So technically, if FX wanted
Yeah, you like that
to, they
Diamond
could
Lake?
literally continue the books. Yeah, the chatter is not wrong.
balkanization of Iran.
Wait, what? Wait, I stopped focusing on the video for a second. I'm sorry. What?
Iran's ethnic layout is its prime debility. American and Israeli policymakers are currently considering employing these internal divisions in hopes of bringing
What?
about the balkanization of Iran. Israel in particular has strengthened
That was skill. That was all skill,
ties
chat.
with Azerbaijan
All skill.
and shown interest in supporting
In
Azerbaijani
this dumbass
separatist
fish game.
movements within Iran. Ethnic Azerbaijanis
Twitch is pooping so hard
number
today.
around
Yep.
25 and 28
I mean, we should be fine.
million,
We're on
and they
a.
are
We're on a.
mostly
Yo, dude, what the
tucked
fuck?
in the north of Iran. If even a portion of that
Okay, I'll fix it in a second. I just think I need to
sizable
refresh.
number take
The fuck? Oh my God.
in a bad interest, and we have to
Okay.
do bad things to defeat the bad guys.
There we go. Oh no. Okay, nope. It's still doing that. It's still... I still had to press play.
It literally is just good versus evil. That's it.
Hey, what's going on, chat?
That's how every liberal thinks. At the end of the day, like their moral
He's
foundation
back.
comes from.
Just paused again. Yeah, okay, we'll get a sentence in there. Come on, it's okay.
A laughable,
All right.
laughable, childlike analysis. Our guys are good. Their guys are bad. We have to sometimes do bad things. Pilled, exactly.
This is what it looked like. Let's have a look.
That's it. Once you recognize that, then you understand where a lot of this, a lot of the additional analysis is just built.
Oh, insane. Looks like an ice cream cone upside down. They'll probably restore it knowing these countries. Yo, Hassan. Yeah, Hassan. Press play, dude. The video should start again. It's just doing a little poopy. Is it still pooping for you guys? Carp? Okay, let's see here. Let me press play again. Yo, Hassan. Stop pooping. It's a bit better for me.
Factor that absolutely zero people consider in this equation is how much disdain, understandable disdain, every single ethnic group has towards the United States of America. Okay? This is what so many people, for some weird reason, when they're suckling on the liberal, neoliberal American imperialism teat, refuse to reckon with. It refuse to recognize in general. It's just that, like, America, and by extension Israel, are seen as outsiders, not because like Israel is Jewish or anything like that, even though it does oftentimes turn into anti-Semitism as well, certainly, for some. It literally always is just stop interfering in our affairs.
Let's try get there.
There is no stronger way. There is no stronger way to unite someone other than turn around and say, these guys are fucking coming in and ruining our shit.
Bro, it's just such classic Stardew, man.
Regardless of how this plays out, Iran's proxies move.
Do you honestly want Iranian Shia Islamic revolutions and influence to spread through the entire Middle East? Because that's Iran's goal if they aren't deterred by anything. Yeah, dude, that's what I want. You know, I as a person coming from a Sunni country, I want the true Islam to finally thrive, okay? I would like to be ruled by a mullah myself. That's my take.
Yeah, we can get it.
Across the periphery like a sandstorm covering America's footprints.
No, we can. Okay, let's go.
But proxy warfare
You're an
always
internationalist, so you support Iran exporting its revolution? Yeah.
cuts both ways. Iran may
Hard
yet
F
win
had
the
to restart
battle,
app.
only to lose the war.
Huh.
I've been your host Chirvan from Caspian Report.
Yeah. It's weird though, because like Hamas are Sunni, Palestinians are Sunni, and yet they're also a proxy of the Iranian Shiite regime. Is that what's going on? It's just undialectical to think Iran could just take over the Middle East as baby brain shit. Yeah, I know, but you know, but have you considered that they are the big bad? Absolutely sobbing with laughter right now. Oh, this is a Trump trial thing. Here, we were gonna get to the last part of this process.
He'll take you, sell.
which is that
You know, we should sell the
GOP
silver
Senator,
chubs.
Senator Tom Cotton, everyone's favorite. What kind of Chinese are you, Senator? Had a pop-off moment on Twitter that he doubled down on Fox News.
Tom Cotton of Arkansas, suggesting Americans take matters into their own hands when it comes to pro-Palestinian protesters. Cotton's comments came after crowds of activists protesting the Israel-Hamas war blocked roads and shut down bridges in major cities like San Francisco, Brooklyn, Seattle, and Chicago yesterday.
Brooklyn.
Take a look at what the senator said on Fox News.
I have to say, Sandra, I agree with you that you have to get to these criminals early.
Yeah, first he said protesters, and he had to stop himself to be like, these criminals, these Hamas supporting criminals.
It's raining again. Let's fucking go.
If something like this happened in Arkansas on a
Very
bridge
happy?
there, let's just
Okay,
say
it's
I think
mine
there'd
day.
be a lot of very wet criminals.
It's a mine
Have
day.
been tossed overboard, not by law enforcement, but by the people whose road they're blocking. If they glued their hands to a car or the pavement, well, probably pretty painful to have their skin ripped off. But I think that's the way we'd handle it in Arkansas, and I would encourage most people anywhere that get stuck behind criminals like this who are trying to block traffic.
Yo, he's fucking insane, dude. The fash is real with this one. Yeah, we'll eat those.
There's only usually a few of them, and there's a lot of people being inconvenienced. It's time to put an end to this nonsense.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
This, but I think.
Okay, we'll deal with this. Let's just say hello to our chickies. Hello, chicks. Oh my god, is he effing again?
It's time for private citizens who are the ones being inconvenienced here when they're confronted with these protesters just to solve matters on their own before the police even show up.
I'm thinking that's...
He's literally being like, yeah. Like, we should do vigilante shit, dude. Insane. It's so anti-American as well, like... Holy fuck, Hassan is effing hard, man. Is it just me, maybe? Can we put him down onto 720p? I mean, normally that makes it worse, though. Because you want to stream from source.
The best way to protest, everybody knows, is just sitting at home, okay? And not even tweeting about it, honestly. Just shutting the fuck up.
Wait, hold on, let's put some stuff down.
Everybody knows there's no good way to protest.
He's not cutting for me? Okay, then it's a me thing now. It's fine, I put it down 720p, so it should be okay.
Now, I don't agree.
Every stream is also effing? I see.
U.S. Senator saying
Twitch
we should
server
execute protesters. Okay? But honestly, I get the energy because it is kind of fucking annoying. I got places to be. Okay? I got places to be. It's ironic, though, because it's like the reasons why people do this is not because they think like the dudes who are stuck in traffic are going to magically turn around and be like,
we need to get some gold.
Now that I'm late to work, I'm definitely pro-Palestine. That's not the whole point. The point is to be like, hey, man,
fish here?
shit is really fucked up out there. I don't know if you're aware of it. Okay? It's supposed to make it to the news. And it's supposed to reaffirm the commitment that people who are aware of what the fuck's going on to be further emboldened to take action. It is one of 1,000 different ways that people do engage in meaningful protests. I was a Zionist before, not supporting the settlements, but just on Israel's right to exist. Watching your streams on the war has developed a much more pro-Palestine viewpoint for me. In whole conflict, I can see no practical solution with the current state of affairs. What do you think a solution could be like, and how would it come along? Also, what do you think about Israel's right to exist? I think Israel does not have a right to exist as a Judeo-supremacist apartheid regime. if there was a single secular state where all the Palestinian citizens that are currently occupied by Israel could have equal rights and representation that the Israeli citizens have, that would be the only way for this country to exist.
Lots of mystery boxes, though. That's
I don't
Polk.
give a shit what it's called at that point. Anyway, ironic how this dude questioned the TikTok CEO about the Tiananmen Square massacre and acted like he cared about those protesters, but now he's calling for violence against these protesters. Yeah, exactly. Those tanks needed to go.
Let's
Senator.
go.
Those tanks needed to keep moving, Senator. Shut the fuck up, Senator. They had to deal with them in any way they could.
To good cosplay. She's at 40k for a cosplay. Oh my god. I love that, dude.
Yeah. The whole point is so that people are more aware of what the fuck's going on. Any kind of media coverage on this protest end up basically playing into the hands of the protesters in general. Like, that's their goal. Their goal is to get people to talk and continue talking about it. Even if they're like, oh man, that shit is so fucking annoying that they're like blocking traffic. Isn't that a great way to, it's not the best way to do a protest. Then it calls into question why they are protesting. That's the goal of protests like this. Once you fulfill your journalistic duty and actually explain why they are protesting, a lot more people could basically make up their minds on whether it's a valid way to do it or not. Okay.
But here we have,
and no, EMS doesn't get stuck behind a shit ton of cars in situations like this. These protests literally have that, they call that into account. They actually open up cordons specifically for emergency vehicles to get through. So you're not right about that at all. That would be ridiculous. They're like, yeah, sorry, you have to your diabetic uncle who's going into shock has to fucking die in the ambulance because Palestinians are dying is not the goal here. And they do actually open up the cordon specifically to let emergency vehicles through. They do it all the time.
we have a guy, Tom Cotton, that went to Harvard, undergrad and law school, served in the military, who's talking about throwing people off the Golden Gate Bridge, ripping their skin off. We had a United States senator going on a network, national network, suggesting that Americans rip skin off of people's hands. Because
I don't get why these guys don't just fucking I don't know, protest quietly in a fucking cornfield or something. Like, why are they
most pacifist Republican,
just, like,
true. Let's
shutting
go
down places of commerce?
I never use the slingshots, dude.
Genuinely, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
So then you have to hold rocks and shit, dude.
Are aggravated, and to take matters into their own hands. This is just beyond stupid on his part, beyond dangerous on his part to say this. And I must say, this goes. Tom Cotton, that used to be on this show pre-Trump, would never have said something like that. No. Never. No. Tom Cotton that we...
Yeah, Trump is the reason why Tom Cotton is a fucking fascist dickhead, dude. Great analysis. Thank you. Like, come on, bro. These guys are all the same barbaric monsters. They were a little bit more reserved, but like, they still... This kind of shit is so dumb. It makes it seem like Trump is the single arbiter of the Republican Party, and the entire fucking Republican Party is not morally bankrupt, devoid of humanity, ultimately corrupt, and violent, bloodthirsty monsters before Trump. Why are you running defense? Well, Joe Scarborough was a GOP state senator, if I'm remembering. He might have been a representative, but he was a congressperson for the Florida state. as a Republican. So, you know, maybe that's why he thinks like, oh, pre-Trump, the Republican Party was different. It's not true, though. Okay? It's not. It is objectively not true. The Republican Party have always been openly bloodthirsty. It is so fucking stupid to be like, oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe what Trump did to the party. It's like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. By the way, yesterday a video surfaced of a settler yelling at Palestinians, if there weren't leftists filming me here, I would kill you. Earlier today, Ben-Gvir literally opened a new police force to prevent leftists and activists from entering the West Bank. It's impressive how quick with it they are when they get new suggestions to make things worse for Palestinians. Lol. Yep. Guys, before Donald Trump, the Republican Party would only fucking, you know, say the quiet part out loud behind closed doors. They would, of course, still very consistently and very famously openly advocate for the same violent policies. But, like, you know, they would just say the quiet part out loud in private.
Oh, I can actually upgrade a lot of weapons, I've just realized.
So I don't really understand why this wonderful man, Tom Cotton, has become such a violent guy.
Interviewed time and again on this show would have never said anything like this. This shows
leftists. Okay, let's not go crazy. Those aren't leftists. Wait, what? Yes, they are. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. Israeli fucking activists that literally saved the lives of Palestinians in the West Bank are every bit the fucking leftist that you wish you were. Get the fuck out of here, dude. That's insane, okay? That's insane. Those guys are literally putting their lives on the line in many instances. They're brave as hell. How dare you? That's insane, dude.
It is insane how people like go insane and think that no like Israeli could ever be a leftist.
Go out to the fucking West Bank and defend the lives of Palestinians against settler violence by literally putting their fucking bodies on the line. Okay? Come on. The four of them are very brave. No, it's more than that. That's ridiculous. That actually is ridiculous. That's like, come on, guys. It's crazy.
It is insane.
Violence and violent rhetoric has become normal practice in the Republican Party. These are the people
always
who are
been the
preparing
practice
for a guy who has promised to be a dictator from day one.
Listen, nothing is more infuriating, and I could not measure the anger within me if I were disrupted in terms of getting someone to a hospital. Member of the family who was stuck in traffic because of what they did on the Golden Gate Bridge or whatever, wherever it was. But you know what would happen if I get out of my car and grabbed one of the protesters from their cars and threw them off the Golden Gate Bridge? I would be doing 15 to 20 years for manslaughter. There's no doubt about that. Right. That's what
that's what he was saying.
That's what he said. Throw people off the bridge.
I wouldn't strip anybody's.
People like Tom Cotton call Muslims terrorists and then proceeded to actually promote terror himself. So ironic. Yeah, but you don't understand. Tom Cotton is a white American Christian. So he's obviously not a terrorist. He's a freedom fighter. It's very different. You understand? Like, that's very different.
Okay, 3 more levels. Just 3 more levels.
You guys don't understand.
Thank you.
The terrorism is when you don't do anything, but you're just like Muslim or brown, Muslim adjacent. When you're a white Christian guy and you're like, let's murder every protester, then you're not actually inciting terror at all. As a matter of fact, as a sitting senator.
Rip their skin off.
They're bird patriot.
Eddie Glaude and I were talking just prior to coming out here. There was a poll. As a matter of fact, I have the numbers. There's a poll taken. I was just looking at it yesterday. 1/3, 34% of Americans would like to go and settle in another country if they were free to do so. Half of Americans, 51% of those under the age of 35, want to resettle elsewhere, as do 39% of those.
Yeah, they hear about healthcare overseas, dude.
Why is this happening? It's happening because people like Tom Cotton and people like the guy who is in trial today, downtown Manhattan, they continually run this country down. That there's something wrong with this country.
Okay, yeah, dude, it's Trump and not healthcare. Okay, dude.
It is against you and me, average citizens. They have done this. They've roiled the pot in this country to a point where the anger the unspoken anger of people, the unearned anger of people, as disruptive.
Hey everyone, MSN.
Yeah, that orange man, I hate him. I hate him so much.
That was success. Let's just see if we can go a little bit further.
Yeah. Anyone that says they missed the old Republican Party is a fucking deluded asshole, okay? The old Republican Party was just as monstrous as the new Republican Party. The new Republican Party is the same. Donald Trump is not a man with his own perspective, with his own framework, okay? He simply is a room reader. The only reason why Donald Trump was so successful was because he read the room very well and was like, well, this is what people want to hear, so I'm just going to say them that.
Okay.
Obviously, he's personally racist and yada yada. He doesn't give a shit about the genuine fascists that he's emboldening. He's racist enough not to care.
Anyone on TV should probably just got to have an ordinary people thing. Yep.
It's very different. No, it's not. Okay. And I don't know why our favorite liberal in the chat goes, bro, Mitt Romney went down for binders full of women. Is such a ridiculous. I'm more of a libtard than you, okay? This is ridiculous analysis from our libtard who wants to fucking run defense without recognizing for the Republican Party. I am literally a bigger libtard than you, okay? Put your fucking Democratic Party loyalist card at the front door, okay? You're done. You're cut out of the conversation.
Oh shit, Mike is hello. Okay,
on
Mike
Nancy
was
Pelosi's
so
titties.
loud.
You are not. I'm sick and tired of this shit. What is this?
Show me the pay stubs. I think that actually is the DNC
I'm the real
representative.
libtard, not you. You're like, oh, some Republicans are good. No. No, they are not. Okay? God damn.
Or if they were good, then they wouldn't be Republicans. Like, what
I'm
is
not
this?
saying any of them are good. I'm saying they somehow got worse and bolder. Yeah, they did. You want to know why they got worse and bolder? Not because of Donald Trump. Because reactionaries, if they don't have something to react against, okay, will turn around and try to dial back history and regress.
Okay,
and
we
when
got
the Democratic
so
Party
much.
doesn't give them something to fight against, which the Democratic Party consistently has refused to do so, they end up successfully, you know, regressing on civil liberties that we took for granted. Hey, what is that?
Melon jelly.
What is that? Calm down now.
Calm down now.
Trump is a reflection of the
I remember
Republican
being
sentiment.
an uninformed lib. I feel like that's
it.
the DNC guy. He's like the only guy who can, you know, more all-pervading, chance for gems to appear in pairs. It's always the gems.
Absolutely sobbing with laughter now. A prospective juror who reposted an AI-generated video in which AI Donald Trump says, "I'm dumb as fuck," has been dismissed for clause. Judge Merchant is reading Trump memes reposted by prospective jurors into the record and periodically apologizing for any offense given.
Always the gems, because then you can get double
Trump invites
geoed.
the Thai boys to the White House, and the boys request a return to their cave. I love that because that's such a liberal ass meme. That's funny as hell.
All right. It's time.
It's
It's
awesome.
watering time. Let's see.
We as a community have not made
Sushi?
it
Oh,
if
fuck
we
you.
don't even have a single fucking
Bro, this game, stop
if
reminding
we
me.
don't have
I hope that every single time I think of
single
sushi,
fucking
my
juror
whole
in
body
there,
just
okay?
cringes in on itself now.
like we somehow need to make it to the record that at the top of the hour there's a 3-minute ad break. That meme needs to make it into the Trump court records. And that if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, where you get one free Prime subscription a
Hassan.
month. Use it on your favorite broadcaster.
You are no longer my favorite. You suck, Hassan.
Hassan, I've hit infiltration.
Motherfucker,
Let's take a look
basing
at some
got
of the hogs at the fucking
everyone,
Trump
dude.
trial. Thank God, dude. Thank the Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior, for giving us some goddamn content. 34 MKD50. Thank you for the 50 gift the subs, allowing 50 people to no longer see the ads.
34
at the top of the
MKD50
hour.
is sprinkling him
Break
today,
now.
dude. He's good though. Get more leftists. Alright.
Oh, there she is. What's her face? Loomer.
Laura Loomer.
$5 here. It's a hush money payment. If you can just leave.
Here's the deal, my friends. That has nothing to do with it.
So we are here in Lower Manhattan, outside
I
the
love
courthouse,
this.
where Donald Trump is set to appear today for the first day of jury selection for the Stormy
I love
Daniels
this guy.
hush money case.
That's right. Behind us, you can see about maybe 10 to 15 Trump supporters, about 50 members of the media. So the media is really showing out today.
Donald Trump, at the speech in Allentown, he said he wanted people to be there, show their support. And it looks like the people that came were about, like you said, 15 people. And Laura Loomer screaming at the top of her lungs in a bullhorn.
Apparently, a few days ago, also
Laura
he said to stand
Loomer,
back and
dude.
stand by.
I guess we're making it to
call back what
autumn
he
with
said.
this one.
Wake me
No,
up.
34 MKD 50.
People have stood back.
Stand back.
I think he did.
Did he really?
He's here
We'll look
too,
it up.
dude.
We'll look it up.
Throw that clip in
He's
here.
here
Okay.
too. He's always watching.
Either way, I
watching.
tweeted it saying this is exactly
My chat
this
is
what
nice
they're
and slow
saying
for
here.
him.
This is the implication.
Well, the
Thank you, 34
implication
MKD
seems to
50
have
for the
kept
50
people
big ones.
way
Holy
back.
moly.
So far back that they didn't even show up.
They didn't show up.
Yeah.
They didn't show up. And when you look at it, you see
Right.
that there's lots of Trump supporters. You should also keep in mind that I would say probably 15% of those Trump supporters, those 15 people, maybe 20%,
Oh,
are
it's
people
Wednesday.
pretending to be
Fuck,
Trump
I have to go to
supporters, who are,
Jojo
wearing
Mart. I'm
Trump
sorry. I'll
hats
have to do it. I have to go to
but
Jojo
they're
Mart.
just kinda
I hate
Correct.
to do it, but I have
So
to.
of that 15, you got to subtract.
Let me just quickly get some
subtract
stuff in the
44 of
oven.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. But we do know a lot of the people here. We know Brian Glenn from Right Side Broadcasting. He was over
I know,
interviewing
dude. I
some
have to
people.
go to
We know
Jojo Mart. No, I
the
have
Jews
to.
control
Bro, if I don't
everything,
get
guys.
Oh, yeah,
fucking
Peter,
any
look,
wheat
over
down,
here.
then it's gonna be a
There he
problem.
is in a ski mask over there. He's
And I'm
got a
gonna have
giant
to.
sign.
I guess it doesn't really matter. No,
You
it
see him
does
with the
matter.
cross. He's got a
Wow.
white hoodie with a cross around his neck, a giant crucifix, and he's the guy that DeRam talked to.
It's
who said Jews-
verboten.
I don't
Okay,
get it.
fine,
If you think
fine,
Jews control
fine. No,
everything,
we'll just
like,
let
don't you
everything.
want Jews to control everything so
We'll
they can
just
have
let you-
Israel and
just
stuff?
fuck it,
If you're a
dude.
Christian,
Okay.
kind of seems
Fine.
like a phony Christian to me, or maybe he's a
Fine.
Catholic.
It's
I don't
okay,
know.
dude. It's fine, dude.
Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. If you're like riding for Christianity, who do you think are the biggest supporters of Israel? It's Christians.
Got some corn.
You know? It's odd. Bit of a fake evangelical to
And some
coming across like a
sunflowers.
fake evangelical to me.
control everything.
Right.
You think Jews control the country?
Yeah, they control the fucking country.
Oh, interesting.
They control Wall Street, they control the banks, they control Hollywood. Every fucking building in New York City is owned by Jews.
Hey,
Look at
hey,
some fucking clothes.
I'm
Yo,
Jewish.
holy fuck,
I don't give a
dude.
fuck.
Hey, you gotta get out of
I ain't
here.
going no
I control everything. You gotta go.
I'm not going no fucking way.
You gotta go. I'm Jewish. But I control everything.
Okay, that's
You
an
gotta go.
amazing
You
bit.
gotta go.
That's an amazing bit, dude.
I'm just saying it.
He
So
just
there you
turned
have it.
around and he
Jews
just
control
said, "Oh,
everything I
fuck
would
Oh
you."
my God, he proved his point. He proved his point.
Come on,
What
Bobby,
the
let's
fuck?
go party.
told you to clear the square there. I just commanded him to leave, and he left.
Well, it's true what they say. Jews control
Amazing,
everything.
dude.
DeRam's a Jew, and
That's crazy.
took care of that.
Yep.
In his defense, DeRam,
Thanks for the follow, chatter.
control
you did
Right
control him, and you are
after.
Jewish.
And that was. I'm not gonna say my bad. I don't regret it, but it was unfortunate to confirm some of his stereotypes.
Right.
It was an unfortunate moment, but he did clear the area. and so,
Unfortunate to
as
confirm.
a Jew,
Okay.
I was
We
grateful
can
for
make
that.
gold now.
Yeah.
So we're
Wait,
gonna be able
you
to make
think
some
that
sprinklers.
guy-
Actually, we're gonna.
You
It
think
doesn't
that guy
matter.
genuinely
We're
was
gonna be
afraid?
redoing this anyway. We're not replanting
Like,
anything new. It's fine. We're gonna be getting
Because it's
sprinklers
such a
now.
stupid idea. I sometimes forget that like some people are sincere in their beliefs. So it is so far beyond anything that I can recognize internally that I always immediately think,
I'm
oh, it's a cynical
Jewish.
grifter just saying this. And I forget that like, oh
That's
no.
such a funny
Like
bit,
he might
dude.
legitimately think this Jewish man does actually exert some sense of authority over him. Where in a weird way his
Oh
like
fuck! I
anti-Semitism
forgot to take
causes
chords
him
for
to like
the
be
guy.
genuinely
Okay,
afraid.
I gotta be less tuned into when I'm doing. More tuned into my
That's kind of
community.
funny as fuck. Like he's a real one. He is a real one. He's like, no, you are Jewish. I am scared, actually. Please. Please do not show me your tail and horns. I will leave.
Okay, we just want at least half the crops with those sprinklers because they do suck. But they're better than the others, right? So we'll see.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Exercising my power.
With great power comes great responsibility, though. And I also see that you haven't used your power to get everybody else out of here. You believe in free speech and things like that.
I believe in free speech. Also, you know, I want to see what happens, right? It's a little boring to just snap my fingers and clear the area. So we're gonna wait on that.
All right, so we're here in the
That's such a good
section
bit,
of the park
dude.
that has all the Trump supporters in. Most of the people here are media or trolls who are just here
or
to,
people who live or work
just
in
here
the
to
area
prank people.
Thought, this is weird. I'll check it out.
Right over here is the Jews Control Everything guy. He's the guy DeRum talked to a couple, I guess it was a year ago.
Jews versus TikTok.
What?
I don't know if the Jews are winning or not. I don't know what the implication of that sign is.
You don't get like a scorecard every night on what's going on with your.
It's like it goes to spam.
Oh, it goes to spam.
Okay. So I will check
I
on
love
that.
that like people like this exist, but no, it's Hassan that gets anti-Semite
It's
of the
funny
week,
to
dude.
I am not Googling that. Yeah, no. It is funny to think that, like, this guy is so stupid. Again, I assume this fucking freak anti-Semitic of psycho thinks that, like, the ADL represents the Jewish interest. But it is funny that he's, like, leading people astray, even though internally his goal is to, like, educate the public. But he ends up, like, misinforming people. I'm not a fan of the double-sided sign. I think you get only one side and that's it. I agree.
Such a stupid
It's because
thing to
most
have a
TikTokers are
conversation about.
pro-Palestine. That's probably his thought process. Yeah, which is funny because, like, who do you think half of the fucking pro-Palestinian advocates are on there?
No,
no,
it's not even that. It's not even that.
Zoomers as well as every other
It's not
kind
even
of
that.
fucking Zoomer.
That's too much of a thought process. It's
guy
literally
was not
because TikTok
anti-Semite
is
of the week,
owned
by
by
the
a
way.
Chinese
Yeah,
corporation
well,
and it wants to be
you know,
shut down by the American
obviously,
government. That's
stop
why
anti-Semitism
he's being
has,
anti-Semitic, because he
more
can't say
important
that
things to
Chinese
fight
people are
against,
Jewish,
which
dude.
is me.
He knows that those people
being
aren't Jewish.
anti-Semite of the week.
Who's winning there?
It's that
What's the sign
basic.
say here? What's the sign say here?
Jews versus TikTok.
Bro, you have a cross that big, it's over. Okay?
All right.
You have a cross that big, is so Jover.
Camera here.
You
Jews
fucking
versus
love,
TikTok.
dude.
What does that mean?
Jewish groups are trying to get TikTok banned, and they're using Congress to do it under a false pretense.
You think Jewish people are just getting rid of TikTok? Really?
Doing their best. Look it up. They admit it.
Look it up.
Look it up.
ADL.
TikTok's gone.
You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah. Well, that's what you guys want.
Jewish.
That's what you guys want.
I think what we'll do.
All right, there you have it.
No, we need a watering
Jews
can.
really do control everything. Some Trump supporters with very big flags,
gonna
but
get the
for every
axe.
single Trump supporter, there's probably about 3 people from the media there.
Wait, hold on.
So
Drink mayonnaise? I already have. I'm not doing it again.
The last time we were here, there was a woman, I guess it was right when he came in to be
Okay.
arraigned, there was a woman who was trying to stomp on.
Once again,
It's in the PMs
must
already.
repeat
I
something
missed
very
my
important,
time. Fuck this
which is
game,
that
dude. Okay.
the number one, the largest group of donors to
Okay.
AIPAC,
It's fine. Oh wait, my other tap is done.
the
Hello, my
thing
little
that this
doggy.
guy thinks is like representing Jewish interests
Did I refill your
are
water?
not actually Jewish Americans.
Why are we screaming?
They're
Because I missed my
Christians,
chance to crack
which is
open
why I
all
find
of
it
my
always
beautiful
so
geodes I
strange
did.
when someone who's rocking a fucking, when someone who is rocking
I
that
guess
fat ass
the
fucking
response
cross
should be, "Oh well,
is just like,
it's
yeah,
fine.
that's right.
Don't worry, we'll be okay."
Jews want to ban TikTok. Look it up. It's like, really? I can't believe how many Jewish people are in an evangelical church in Dallas, Texas. You'd be shocked. The cross passes the fit check. Yeah, he's opium, actually.
On an anti-Trump
Okay.
flag,
Right.
and then she fell over. I think it was right
Fell
here.
over.
Maple
Fell
syrup.
over.
Oh sick. We can go handle a lot of this in.
Are you okay? I saw a video. You fell down. Are you okay? You fell on the ground.
Don't talk about Christian, you pig. Wait, why?
Bro.
I mean, I don't think that like
Christians
televangelists in the
getting
South
angry in the
represent
chat is
Christianity,
never not
but
funny.
if you're gonna get
Like,
butthurt
especially
about them
like
and
like
think that they do represent
why are
Christianity
you
well,
why are you
then,
defending these motherfuckers, dude?
oops.
They don't defend
Cry
you.
about it, I guess.
Right?
I think I fell, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay? Are you okay? It was a nasty tumble.
Yeah, it was a moment in which she was showing her support, but she didn't have enough support of her own.
Very well
Tumbled
said.
down.
Yeah.
But some people don't know what this trial is actually about. People are calling it Stormy Daniels hush money. That's true.
We don't have 10
But
single
also,
haze
there was
yet.
a story about
Okay,
another
let's just take
affair.
this.
There was a story
Anything
about
else
Donald
here?
Trump potentially having fathered a child with someone who worked at Trump Tower.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. In the catch and kills for the National Enquirer.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it was about paying to stop stories from getting out, and then hiding those payments from the authorities.
You know, we should be
Right,
chopping
'cause
down
it was
some
a campaign
wood.
payment.
Right.
Is the
So people are
what they're
saying,
right?
trying to kind of reclassify this to people as an election interference case.
Look at those
But it
butterflies,
seems more
one
like
of
you
every
should be
color
able
of
to
the
pay people
rainbow,
off
dude.
Before an election case.
trying to see with the circus here.
Oh man, this is fantastic.
You're excited about today?
Oh, extremely.
Why?
I just think it's it's good for the country to see.
What?
a
Great question,
spectacle
Summer
like
Breeze. Why is it so far-fetched to believe Jews control everything based on everything
What
that's
they
going on
are?
with the war and people being canceled and losing everything merely on criticizing Jews or Israel? Well,
Wait,
let me tell
Macron
you,
met
as
his wife?
anti-Semite of the week,
But Macron is so
let me explain
weird,
to you
man.
why that is an incredibly stupid fucking idea. Okay? Support for Israel is not about support for Judaism. Israel does not represent the interests of Jews. As a matter of fact, Jewish support in the United States of America for Palestinians
So where does the other one
actually
go?
is nearly identical to the rest of the country. Once you go under the age of 35, support for Palestinians amongst the Jewish population in the United States of America
When he was a minor
is also
too?
aligned with the rest of the country. The
You're-
percentages are nearly identical. There are many Jews in this chat, as a matter of fact, who are socialist and anti-Zionists.
Which people are
Okay.
so fucking weird. Dude, wait,
As
that-
the award
this-
winner
Where
for
does it go?
Anti-Semite of the Week, let me explain to you some facts. America's interest in Israel is not about Judaism
there we
at
go.
all, or Jewish people at all.
Oh, sick. We can
America's
fill this
interest
one
in
up,
Israel
actually.
is that Israel is a forward operating base or an unsinkable aircraft carrier for United States interests in a region that is very resource rich. Okay? If Israel was built as a settler colonial state that was comprised not of Jews, but of, I don't know, Christians, they would be supporting it all the same. Maybe even
Okay, what
more
does it-
than they
what do they
support
want?
Israel, even though, I mean, it's pretty hard to
Sunfish.
support Israel more than they
I think I
currently
have
do.
sunfish.
As far as support for Israel goes, there are significantly
They do.
more people, 10x more people in this country that unconditionally offer support to Israel and fund Israeli settlement
Yeah, I need to
initiatives
get a sunfish
in
for
the South
Sebastian. I need to
amongst
remember that.
evangelical Protestants due to their own understanding of theology, okay? Due to their own understanding of theology that if the chosen
I
sons and
needed a
daughters
melon
of
for
God
Demetrius as
control
well.
Israel, the holy land for them, then Jesus Christ is going to come back to earth. The rapture is going to happen. He is going to duke it out with the devil in Megiddo. That psychopathic anime style theological understanding of the rapture happening and the second coming of Jesus Christ happening is the major underpinning and the major reason for why there is more support for Israel amongst evangelical Protestants in this country than there is amongst American Jews. Now, you might not know this, but Jewish people, there are not that many of them for multiple reasons, one of which being that Judaism does not proselytize or evangelize in the same way that Islam and definitely Christianity does. And then also, obviously, the Holocaust and, centuries of pogroms that Jewish people have withstood kind of played a big role in cutting the numbers down. Okay? So obviously, Jewish people, even if they wanted to,
this was
could not
wild,
really
me hearing for the
mount
first
a
time.
serious support for Israel in the same way that American Christians can. I don't understand how you're writing a paper, and this was your basis, by the way. Holy shit. I'm glad that you didn't write the paper with this attitude, because I think your teacher would probably be very correct in stating that you are anti-Semitic. This is a very anti-Semitic tendency that you should move away from. That the fact that Jews control the world or whatever is definitely, Nazi propaganda. And was Nazi propaganda. Yeah, he's writing a paper. He's writing Mein Kampf too. It's on the state itself, not that they control everything. Wait, what do you mean? Oh,